Well, so this is the Enermax Liqtech III 120mm RGB All-in-One Liquid Cooler, which retails for around $65 on Amazon, and it supports almost every socket out there except for TR4 and SP3. And let's dive deeper into this and see if it is worth the money. So let's start by having a look at the block and the pump. So you can choose to have it with or without RGB by either plugging in or just skip it completely. The 4-pin 12-volt RGB connector that it has. And the pump is a 3-pin connector. And it is also ceramic bearing on the pump. And the life expectancy for the pump is 50,000 hours. So now let's dive deeper into the design of the block. And so they're using their patented dual chamber design that isolates the heat from the pump, which in turn will give it a longer lifespan. So the central coolant inlet is combined with their patented shunt channel technology on the pure copper cold plate. It makes it able to inject the coolant at the hottest spot in your CPU, which shortens the coolant's flow path and results in better heat transfers. Well, now we know much more about the block and the pump, so let's see how is the rest of it. So the radiator is aluminum and 27mm thick. Really no special thrills there. So the fan has dual convex blades that creates a downforce air pressure for up to 1.98mm H2O. And a high airflow with maximum of 72.1 CFM. And you also have this anti-vibration rubber that most fans have today. And it's PWM. It's also 4-pin 12-volt RGB. And the life expectancy of this fan is also 50,000 hours. And the speed is all from 500 to 1600 RPM, plus minus 10%. Well, so now, when we know a little bit more about this cooler, let's see how it works in real performance, and let's take the results from the last review I did on the Deepcool 240mm AIO, and it's the same test system, the Ryzen 5 3600, MSI B450 Tomahawk Max 2 motherboard, and so on. Well, so the performance were about the same as the Deepcool, but this one is technically the winner because it is half the price approximately. And then, of course, I would go for this one, unless I really wanted a 240mm AIO to fill up some space in the case or whatever you want to do with it. Both didn't tank the CPU over 60 degrees Celsius. It's only when it spiked and then comes down and settles. So I would recommend this one over the Deepcool, but that is up to you. And it is far less cables than the Deepcool one, so it's a win here. So that's it for this time. I hope you have enjoyed it. And do you have this cooler? Leave it in a comment down below with your temperatures and your CPU. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one.